everyone, my name is Irene. Welcome to Socorro Secrets. Today I'm going to share with you some pointers on how to deal with negative or toxic people. But before we get into it, show reel. Welcome back. My name is Irene. I am the owner of Socorro Secrets. I am a law of attraction coach, and I'm also a third-degree black belt on the Mukwondo style. So today I'm going to share with you some ways you can handle or deal with some toxic people or some negative people. Because sometimes we go into a situation wherein we are actually not know who are we going to be dealing with. Like, for example, you started a new job and then you walk in there and then all of a sudden, you realize that there are a few people in there that constantly drains you, and these are the toxic people. So now I would define a toxic person as someone who is always complaining a lot, someone who is gossiping or starting rumors, I should say, in different places, or whenever you encounter someone who's always talking about somebody else, and people that lies a lot, and you can pretty much tell who these people are. And also I would say toxic people are the ones who's always blaming people, who's always blaming somebody about them, and or about any situations that went wrong, right? And also the toxic people are those people that actually are always plays like they are a victim. So toxic people, it's easy to spot them, because they love to have conflicts, and they usually causes a lot of drama, and they love attention, so they're pretty loud in a like in an event. Maybe you'll hear them, and they just make scenes or anything like that. You can pretty much tell by their reactions. And toxic people in the workplace, they are the ones that actually brings the morale down usually. And people that are around them, they cause some kind of like an emotional impact that, it just drains people. Some toxic people are aware that that they're doing it, and they just get some sort of a satisfaction of the result of what they're causing. And some of them are actually unaware of them. They're not even know that that's their impact that's causing the people around them. So the first technique that I recommend you doing when you are actually have toxic people around you is to set boundaries, or set limits, or if necessary, you can distance yourself from these people. Because negative toxic people are actually loves to talk about problems, and that's all they wanted to talk about, is just problems, and all problems after problems after problems. It could be a problem at home, it could be a problem at work, it could be a problem with a family member, anything. So, and they love to talk about them, and they would love for you to actually listen and join them on their emotional negative spiral, that's going down and down and down, and they will take you with them. So if you don't set boundaries, then you will be on their emotional downward spiral movement, like their vibrations, you're gonna be down with them. So set limits, set boundaries, and if necessary, you can distance yourself from them. Sometimes, you might end up in an argument with that person, because some of the times, you might not agree, and if you voice out your opinion, you end up with an argument. So try to, just instead of ending up like that, just kind of just distance yourself, or just move into a different room or something like that. And it's like, and if you are so nice, you want to join them and stuff, think about it this way. It's almost like you are sitting there with someone who is smoking, and you are right there inhaling that secondhand smoke. So, which is actually more dangerous for you than from her or him, whoever that person is that you're with, that you're trying to be like there for them. But sometimes you have to think of yourself first, think of your welfare, think of yourself, take care of yourself first, and you getting out of that, and maybe if that person is really, if you like and care about this other person who is kind of causing you some toxicity, maybe you can suggest, or maybe you could tell them a feedback saying in a nice way, whatever, but I don't know exactly how they will be taking that, because most of people that are that are toxic, they don't know how to reflect on themselves. They always think of themselves as a victim. Another kind of toxic people are the gossipers, the one that loves to spread gossip or rumors about another person, right? And they tend to do it because they like to talk about somebody else, and then hoping that you will join them and agree with them, and then once you voice your opinion, they're gonna tell the other person about it. So that's how they actually try to manipulate people, and that's how they will try to actually create conflicts, and then you are in trouble. So I would just, number one, I will not trust that person. Never ever say anything, whether your opinion or maybe your secrets, never anything like that, because don't think that they're telling you something because they trust you, because they don't. They just wanted to they're trying to gain your trust so that that way you can tell them something that they can gossip about. Don't play pity, because toxic people loves to play like they are the victim, and most of the time they use that to blame others, and they continue to use that to manipulate people around them. And so don't fall for that. Toxic people loves to lie. So the way I deal with them is that I already know that they're lying. I will just allow them to lie, to lie and keep on lying, because liars, at some point, they will not be able to keep track of what they lied about. People that are lying a lot, they try to lie more, trying to convince themselves actually of what they have lied about. They're trying to make it really real in their mind. That's why they keep on lying. But at some point, they'll find themselves lying, contradicting to what they have lied before, because they will not be able to keep track of what they lied about. And so if I am, I would just kind of continue to allow them to lie, and because I already know, and I will just kind of like, I already know that they're lying, and I'll just watch them lie, and just, until they contradict themselves. Toxic people loves to bully too. So I would stand up to bullies. They try to prey on people that are, probably shy, or maybe socially awkward, or maybe the ones that are not, like just being quiet, and they try to prey on those people. So if you are one of those, stand up for them, and that way they know who you are, and that, that's the only way to actually stop them. So I know that when toxic people are around, we can't control them, but we can be aware of our feelings, and we can actually control ourselves. So instead of like allowing this negative person or toxic person to continue to push your buttons, then you need to be aware of how you're feeling. When you are feeling that you're about to react or something like that, then just turn around and ignore, most of the time. But it's actually really, let's say if you are in a very close relationship with this person, right? Sometimes those things cannot work, or will not work, especially if you are by yourself in the same room with that person, where you try to ignore, because that will agitate the other person. That actually ignoring part of it will work if you are in a crowd, like other people are present, because the tendency of the other person, the toxic person, to react in a negative or more aggressive way is very, low, compared to like if you are by yourself in that room and there's going to be a lot of aggression that's going to happen. So that ignoring part, it may not be, but there's going to be a way, if there are people that are starting to push your buttons, you just be aware of your feelings, and you can take a deep breath and slow exhale and just let those negativity pass and focus on whatever it is that you need to deal with. Like, yeah, that's what leads to my next technique, which is be focus oriented. Because if you be focusing on your goals, because your goals is what you need to be focusing on. If there's distractions like another toxic person trying to tell you, or just keep in your mind that you have a goal to finish. That way you can come back to your goal and just continue to do. And and I know that is a little hard, but it will work, believe me. If you have a negative person around you, you need to continue to stay unfocused onto your goals and just work on your goals until you completed them, and maybe you don't have to deal with the other people. Work. Another pointer is that don't spend time on pointless conflicts or arguments. So pick your battles, probably, and then just move on. And I would not spend more energy on someone who is actually draining your energy. And I would spend more time with quality friends that you trust, and friends that you are having fun with, friends that doesn't give you that kind of vibration, because you have to pick your tribe. Your tribe is your vibe. So if you are hanging out with a lot of negative people, then it's time to change your crowd, change your vibes, change your vibes, you change your crowd, you change your vibes. So I hope that you guys are learned something from me today. And if you did, comment below. And if you dealing with other things that you kind of have a pointer that you wanted to share, please do so. And if you like this video, please hit that like button, because I am dedicated to actually create more videos. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, because like what I said, I am so dedicated to create more videos where I can inspire and motivate people like you. And feel free to share this video as well if you think that there are people who are being surrounded by negative people and need some motivation, need some inspiration, from you. So anyway, thank you so much, and I will see you on my next video.